so plan today is continue on from this doorway. I've obviously got this little section done here to the left of the door, or my left anyway. So I'm just going to carry on across the house, and we'll do all the way across at kind of 2 metre level high, and then we'll come back this way up to about windowsill level, and then eventually go back across at the highest level, which we'll leave till last because I really don't want to go up that ladder again, but we're going to have to. So that's what we're going to do today, obviously after we finish my coffee, so I just thought I'd let you know. Right, I'm just going to have a few minutes this morning before lunch. I'm going to clear these steps off behind me, little steps that lead up to the back garden, the terraces. I want to clear this pathway up from the garden down there that I've been clearing. I want to clear this little gully way down the back of the buildings. I'm intrigued to see how much debris is in there, how much we can get out before we kind of hit sort of bedrock really. I don't think it'll be cleared out for years and years and years, so I think there'll be a lot of debris in there that's just gradually built up, silt, leaves, you know, it's where the grapevines are, you know, old grapes, everything like that. So same with this pathway, the debris built up to the side of the house and curved up to the side of the house, curved up to this terrace wall. I want to dig that away from the wall, try and get the pathway cleared and down to where it would originally have been. I'm just going to steadily do these bits and pieces in the garden in the morning because I quite like coming out here in the morning. You know, it's nice and fresh and cool, and you know, it's just a chill start to the day. Keeps me relatively clean before we go for lunch, and then in the afternoon we'll crack on with the front of the house again. Spending most of my day, you know, doing the house, but a couple of hours, hour or so, more or less, out in the garden. So I want to see how many of these steps we've actually got. We've got the step up, then 1, 2 visible. I'm hoping there may be some more below, but that's, you know, if there isn't, that's going to give us an idea of where the original sort of ground level was when they put these together anyway. So let's have a look, see what we can find out. So as you can see behind me, we've got that sort of 2 metre high strip of render taken off the bottom of the house all the way along to the second doorway there, the doorway to the barrel room. Got a little bit to do a bit further along, but you know, gives you an idea of what's underneath that, what's underneath the render. No real surprises, no issues, but yeah, it's looking really good. It transforms, it completely changes it. Yeah, it gives you a real idea of what it's going to look like. Right, we've come behind these outbuildings to this trench at the back of them. What I want to do is get this trench cleared of all these weeds, etc. Get this guttering cleared of all the weeds. Eventually this terrace as well. Maybe not do that today, but I'm just doing this for a couple of hours because it's too hot out front. Been doing the render on the front of the house. It's like mid 20 degrees today. It's really warm. 1st of Feb. And it's kind of reflecting off the walls as well, so I'm squinting and it's not very comfortable really. So we're going to get in here where it's much cooler, lots of shade, get this lot cleared, and you know, at some point we'll start clearing the debris that's on the floor back here. You know, I'm hoping there's quite a depth of sort of, you know, natural sort of debris, leaves, old fruit, you know, stuff that's come off the hillside with the rain, before we actually get to the main ground level. The more I can remove, you know, easily, the more natural stuff that's dropped in here, the better. Means less work to do with you know, digging down further when we eventually get to it. So I'm hoping there's a good amount of rubbish back here. It's going to be a bit of work, but we'll crack on and keep cool while we're doing it. So I'm going to carry on now, do this terrace wall. Got obviously this pathway cleared and the guttering, so we'll carry on, have an hour tonight, get on with this wall, and hopefully going to really emphasise these stones that jut out from this terrace wall, the ones that have got the holes in for the supports for the grapevine. You know, you really can't see them, but they're lovely features. It's going to be really nice to get them exposed and set them off against the wall, you know, clean them up. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So curiosity's definitely got the better of me. We've got this whole space done now. You know, the floor, the guttering, the terracing, the little, the stones that jut out from the wall that were supporting the vines. It's all done and dusted now. So as I said, in time, I want to clear as much of this out as possible that's loose. But I thought I'd just kind of do a bit of a test pit really, and just see where we get to. Just give me some idea and satisfy my curiosity as to how much soil, rough, loose soil's in here. So we're going to have a couple of minutes, have a dig and see where we get to. think according to that, the soil, the proper ground's not too far under there really. Maybe cleared a couple of inches, you know, 5-6 centimetres before starting to hit the ground, more solid ground. So doesn't look like there's a huge amount of debris in here, but we'll get it cleared out. So obviously if we want to use these rooms in the future, the top ones are going to be okay, because there's the floor level here is only slightly above the floor level inside, so we can probably put obviously we've got the guttering on here anyway, but we can probably put some kind of French drain at the back here quite easily. So the top two rooms will be fine. I think we're quite probably going to have to use the bottom rooms for just, you know, storage and one thing or another anyway. I think they're going to be too much of a problem, but we'll get to that in time. But anyway, that's you know, that satisfied my curiosity. I was hoping there was more loose debris in here, but you know, such is life. I've kind of just noticed here as well, there's another kind of wall ending. It looks like where the two walls have been joined. So I'll just show you. You know, you've got a series of stones going up here, and it goes above the gutter as well, but basically just butt up to each other. There's hardly any overlap. You know, you can, when you stand back and look at it, you can clearly see it, and there's nothing else on this stretch of wall. So again, it's just another puzzler really. Why is it just kind of butted up here? Don't know. So, you know, another instance where I'm going to be scratching my head for some time. But anyway, moving on now. Like I said, we've got this done, so we'll move on to something else. So the plan today, this afternoon, I want to carry on with the render on the front of the house. I'm going to take off the render between these two doors straight behind me. Then I'm going to go up from that section up to probably window level, the bottom of the window level, and start going back across, do the strip across above the doors and up to the window level. Hopefully we'll get that done today and tomorrow. It's not coming off too bad, this. The rest of the render on this section here underneath the terrace is largely sort of later cement render, much harder. I'm going to kind of leave that for now and get the rest of the house done, then I'll come back to that after and basically see how we get on. So that's the plan, and we'll try to execute it. Alright, okay, that's enough. That's the noise.